Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on the K-nearest neighbors algorithm, also known as KNN. This video is presented by Arnav, Vipin, Kudrat and Shashi. Let's begin. Have you ever wondered how machines can make predictions just by comparing data points? That's exactly what the K-nearest neighbors algorithm does. KNN is a supervised machine learning algorithm used for classification and regression problems. It works on a very simple idea: things that are similar stay close together. In other words, it predicts the label of a new data point based on the labels of its nearest neighbors.
Imagine you have a set of points, each labeled either blue or red. Now, I give you a new dot and ask you to classify it. Should it be blue or red? How would you decide? Most likely, you'd take a quick look at the nearby points. If most of the closest points are blue, you'd probably say the new dot should also be blue. And if they're red, you'd classify it as red instead. That instinctive approach, looking at the nearest neighbors and making a decision based on their labels, is exactly how K-nearest neighbors, or KNN, works. First, we choose a value for K, which represents the number of neighbors to consider. Then we find the K-nearest points to the new data point. We look at their labels. Are most of them red or blue? And finally, we ask. We need a way to measure distances. The most common used metric is the Euclidean distance, which calculates the straight line distance between 2 points. However, depending on the data, other metrics like the Manhattan distance or the Minkowski distance can be more appropriate. Choosing the right distance metric can impact how well KNN performs, especially in high.
KNN is easy to understand and implement. It requires no training phase and works well for small datasets. However, it can be slow for large datasets, is sensitive to irrelevant features, and requires proper feature scaling. KNN is widely used in recommendation systems, pattern recognition, medical diagnosis, and data classification tasks. To summarize, KNN is a simple yet powerful algorithm that makes predictions based on similarity. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed learning about K-nearest neighbors.
Created using Powtoon.